So if I can ask, what racket are you currently using?
At the moment I'm using the Dunlop M3.0 and I love it. I've just recently switched to it at the Olympics was the first tournament, and I think it's my favourite paint job on a racket so far.
And what do you feel like the racket gives you that other rackets you've tried don't?
This racket is just perfect for me. I love the way it feels. I don't look too much into the details like the weight and all that stuff. I just know when I like it, and you can, within the first 5 minutes of hitting with it, I know when I like the racket, and it'll suit my game, and I'll feel the ball coming off the strings cleanly.
And what exactly lets you know that you know?
You just know. Yeah, it'll come naturally. You'll find that more balls are going in the court with a certain racket, or you can get more power. Whatever you're looking for, you'll just feel it.
I hear that some players are very peculiar about the way their grip feels, like shapes and different edges or whatever on the grip. Do you have a preference as to the grip shape?
Yeah, I'm quite picky on grips actually, because I sweat quite a lot, so my grips get quite slippy, and I like the jagged edge grips, and my Dunlop grips are good because it doesn't slip out my hands ever.
If I can ask you, like, what grip size are you using currently?
My grip size is for my hand. It just fits perfectly in there. I don't know the exact number because, like I said, I didn't look too much into that stuff. But it's a 3. I'm pretty sure it's a 3. 2, 3. Yeah, it's a 3.
And what about your string? And what are you currently stringing with?
At the moment, I'm using the Dunlop Black Widow string. I love using the string. It's also got quite jagged edges, so I'm able to get a bit more spin on the ball and racket head speed.
And I mean, what kind of string have you used throughout your career since you've been on the Pro Tour?
Before this, I used the ISO-speed string, also black, and before that I used a gamma string, so and now I'm using the Dunlop, so I really haven't used that many different strings.
But like, of the strings that you tried, do you notice much of a difference in the feel?
I haven't tried too many. I tried quite a few of the Dunlop strings, and the Black Widow was definitely my favorite.
And what are you stringing at, like tension-wise, this week?
This week I strung at 51 pounds, but every week, depending on where I am, what surface it is, what the weather's like, it varies, but it's usually ranges between around 40 all the way up to about 55.
A slightly different question. Like, of all the equipment that you've tried over the years, like, is there like a certain feel or type that you just absolutely abhor?
Wait, sorry, say the question again?
Like, of all the different types of rackets that you've tried, like, is there a type that you really don't like to play with?
I probably don't like to play with my mum's racket. She uses the really, really thick ones that she plays tennis with at club tennis. So I probably like more stiff felt rackets, and that's why Dunlop's perfect for me.
And you've always known that you like stiff rackets? And what do you think that gives your game, the stiffer feel?
I think it gives me more control. I like to be in control of the ball. I go for less power and more placement.